delightful. Okay. It's so delightful to have Mr. Fajar among us, even it's virtual. Maybe next time we can make it in at UPH ya, Pak. Okay,
Absolutely.
so yeah, today we're going to talk about this self-regulated pace of learning resources in learning English. So Papa Fajar will talk a lot about that. But before we start, I want to maybe start our session with praying. So Papa Fajar, let me lead this session with Christian way. Yeah. Dear Lord, thank you so much for this opportunity. We can gather here. We are blessed to have Papa Jar among us. We want to pray that you bless this session. You bless Papa Jar, grant him your wisdom, your grace, so he can deliver the materials, the knowledge, theories, and even the best practice from him. Also bless these devices, the interconnections. We pray that this also can support the learning process between us. Uh, we surrender to you our session here. Hallelujah. Amen. Okay, thank you. Before we start, I think I want to share about the Fajar's biography a bit. Give me a second. Let me share. Okay, continue to share. Can you see my screen?
Yes, visible, visible.
Continue to share. Okay, all right. Okay, Fajar Akbar's biography. So, Fajar is my colleague. We met. Yeah, we are the alumni of USHS program. So it's a self-paced learning program that's sponsored by US Embassy and usually held by the prestigious American universities. And then we know, I think the Yale scholars in Indonesia know Mr. Fajar with the one that are you have finished like more than 100 self-paced learning, yeah, like courses, MOOCs from Coursera, from Open, from British Council. So I think Mr. Fajar is the best one who can share the theories and the best practice in how we can all together um, learn how to learn effectively using self-paced learning like books and other stuff. And then here, yeah, so Mr. Fajar serves as the ambassador of the International English Language Teachers Association for Indonesia and is dedicated to TESOL educator. He's also the person GSC ambassador for Indonesia and also a tech savvy, yeah, just like me as well. And then, yeah, he specializes in nurturing and supporting educational communities that facilitate global sustainable learning opportunities. And then, yeah, if you want to learn more, you can go to MOOC Guru. This is his website. It consists hundreds of MOOCs. Yeah,
Yeah,
if you really want to learn more, I recommend you to open this website.
it's
All
free.
right. It's free, yes, that's free. So there is no excuse for us to learn because it's free. You only need your internet connections and device. Yeah. Okay, and then let me share our today's objective. Oh, wait a second. I need to make it fast. Okay. So our goals is we enrich our English skills, yeah, improve our confidence to use English in daily interactions, and this is the preparations for you guys to teach in 1 year. Yeah. So like Papa Fajar mentioned, it's free. We have hundreds of resources. So there's no excuse. Only sometimes, yeah, maybe Fajar will tell you the challenge of how we can, why some people are having challenge to improve their English with the hundreds and thousands of free resources. So yeah, without further ado, I think yeah, I will share. I will. Uh, I think this is for Fajar. Yeah, the stage is yours.
Thank you very much, Mike. A very lovely introduction, and I'm honored to be here, everyone. Truly, from the bottom of my heart, I'm really honored. And good morning from Solo. So I'm
All
based in
yours.
Solo. Only been a month here, so I've relocated from Bekasi, like in April, like in the end of April. But I'm originally from Karawang, and I'm an English teacher. Like you can just call me Fajar. Mr. Fajar is fine, but Fajar is better. We are not that far apart in terms of age. Like I was only 17 10 years ago. Okay. So okay, I will need to send the request so I can share screen, Mike. Okay, okay, I can do it now. So I need to share my screen so I can show you the slide, or let's say show you the screen. Again, you can just call me Fajar. Please do. Mr. Fajar is fine. Fajar is also a good one. So our topic for today, though I know we don't have forever, okay, hopefully I can cover a lot of things in an hour, but also I need to consider how you can digest what we are going to explore today. And you don't have to worry, and I hope that you are not worried. So I'm not going to go through slides, okay? So we're going to explore some resources like websites, and then tools, and then apps, and a little bit of lecture. But I'm not going to define self-regulated learning. I'm not going to talk about much about theories or definitions. So I believe your professors, lecturers at UPH are very good, are the best at doing those things. So I'm not an expert. Okay, so we're going to talk about resources again, mostly websites and tools, mostly apps and websites, and a little bit of strategies. Well, let's say I will do a little bit of pep talk, okay, to motivate everyone here as future teachers. So I'm an English teacher, okay, like most of you will, hopefully, I expect. Okay, I teach English privately. So I have private clients, not students. So I teach in a different context. So my students are mostly professionals like accountants, doctors, CEOs, celebrities sometimes. So I have a lot of areas that I need to cover in terms of teaching English. So I have never had experience teaching at school, unfortunately. So this is the path that I've been working on my whole career in education, non-formal education. I'm an open alumni community lead. That's where I met Mike, your humble, young, talented associate professor, and I'm really happy to know him. And so Open, or Online Professional English Network, just like Mike mentioned, it's a micro scholarship from the U.S. Department of State. Here, it's organized by RELO, or Regional English Language Office. So it's mainly for English teachers, in-service English teachers, whether you teach at school, universities, or non-formal sector, you can have the opportunity to get this micro scholarship, which is Online Professional English Network. Again, established by so the courses are established by US universities, which are great. And I'm currently the community lead. So it's the third time for me leading the community, not only in Indonesia, but the global community. And I'm the ambassador for International English Language Teacher Association in Indonesia. So IELTS, or International English Language Teacher Association, is a teacher community based in Peru and New York. So it's basically a virtual online teacher community, but we have around 80 countries member. So we have members around 85 countries, as I remember. Okay, and we have regular workshops, webinars, or online courses, sometimes publications. But it's a small community. If you compare it to TESOL International Association, IATEFL, we are not that big, but we are progressing. I'm also Pearson GSE ambassador. You're familiar with Pearson? Pearson is the one who created the PTE test and other certain tests. So in Indonesia, I've just been appointed as the ambassador. So I will talk a little bit about GSA, what it is, how can we benefit from the GSA as an English teacher or English learner. Well, again, I'm a teacher, English teacher, and teacher trainer, training teachers on how to use technology mostly. That's why I'm an edtech practitioner. I'm telling you these things. I'm a community lead, ambassador, here and that, not to show off, okay? Well, sounds like it, but I just want to show you or to tell you if you are interested in such opportunities, micro scholarship for teachers, as example, joining a community of English teachers, or knowing more tools, you know who to reach out in Indonesia, okay? And that's me, all right? And I'm really open. So that's what I want you to know, not flexing or anything, though it sounds like it, right? Okay, so before we start with exploring the resources, tools, and strategies, I would like to make it a little bit interactive by using these polls. So I'm going to send, well, I'm sending it now. You can click the link in the Zoom chat, okay? You can click the link in the Zoom chat, and then you can find this question. So let's start with something light. Okay, so how's your long weekend if you have it? Okay, if you had long weekend, so kindly you can put 1 or 2 words. If you cannot join the poll, you can just answer in the Zoom chat. That's fine. Okay, so how's your long weekend? I want to know the atmosphere or the temperature in the room now. Okay, you can. It was not long. Okay, how many days was it? How long would you consider to be long? Okay. Okay, my long weekend doesn't mood too tired, happy. Oh, lovely. Okay, it's not good. Okay, okay. And I'm so happy. Okay, bad, bored, boring, bored, mid. Okay, we have more mids, more happy. It's not good, cozy. Okay. Okay, you may also mabuhay. Oh, you're from the Philippines. Okay. Okay. Yes, please go on. Please go on. If you cannot join the poll, you can answer in the chat. Sick. Oh man, I hope you recovered. Okay, get better sleep for you. Goated. Felt like I'm unemployed. Yes. Sometimes it's like that. You know, when you have too long holiday, you forget that you are something. Okay. Cozy. Okay. Okay, okay, really tired. Got it. Doing the final paper. Awesome. Okay, busy. Good luck for you. Okay. We have full schedule. I poured this weekend because I have snorkel. Wow, you snorkeled. Awesome. Okay. I cannot swim, so I don't think I would snorkel. Okay, not good, but not bad. Mid. No long weekend. Okay. All right. No worries. Thank you very much for sharing your feeling about it. Okay, hopefully I can make your day better. Okay, but let's keep up with it. You can go on with the answer, but let's move on. Okay, I don't have a week for this session, unfortunately. Now, the next question that you will see on your screen, or you can answer in the chat. What do you want to get from this session? Please tell me so I know how to satisfy your expectation. What do you want to get from this session? Don't say money, please. This is not a charity. Okay. All right. Something meaningful. Okay. Last lifetime. Hectic. Something unboring. Unboring. Okay. That's a good word. Pintar bahasa Inggris. Please do. Okay. Risky. Oh. How to teach primary students. That's a good one. Something new. Mario Coffee. I would like that. Okay, new good friend. I don't think I can. I don't think I can provide that. Okay, but I believe you have a lot of friends. Everybody. So grammar, something new. Untiring week. I know. Okay. To know my English skill. Oh, looking for BF. Okay. Oh, we have knowledge, English skill, comfort to use English. Can be speaking. Okay. You don't have to put your name. Okay, you can just directly answer the question. Can speak English mean for daily? What does it mean for daily? Know more about English. Okay, some interest in English. Happy day. Who's having a birthday? Okay. Be average good in English. Okay, please keep it coming. Thank you very much, everyone. I will need to move to the next question. Okay. You don't have to put your name, that's fine. This is anonymous. Now, the next question, what will you do with English? A lot of you have mentioned that you want to be good at English. You want to improve your English, you need English, but what will you do with English? Okay, you will work using English or you will teach English? Because I heard that not everyone is going to be English teachers here, whether you are studying English teaching education or not. Okay, maybe you will teach English or maybe you will work using English, maybe in other sectors, maybe teaching other subjects or even working in different areas, not education, that's fine. But I would like to know how will you use English or how can you benefit from English? Teach English, okay. All right, we're using English. Oh, we have 74, 75. Okay, okay. We'll work using English. Okay, um we have more participants, dear friends, will work using English. Though, of course, if you teach English, you will work using English, right? But let's say it would be a little bit different whether you actually teach the language or use the language to teach, right? We're going to talk a little bit about it. Hopefully, I have time for that. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for participating. Okay, that's just a poll. It's anonymous. You don't have to worry. You will not be graded for this. It will not count to your GPAs. Okay, no problem. Okay, so now, these are the things that we're going to talk about. A lot of things, a lot of things. So we will not focus on this slide. Okay, so you don't have to worry. Like you can forget that I have a slide. Okay, but however, you will get this slide so you can access this website. So we're going to first talk about resources. Though probably I will not be able to explore all of them now, which will be a homework for you to explore those things themselves. But one thing that I can tell you, everything here will be free of charge. Okay. Well, it will cost you internet package, right? Device battery and your time and energy, motivation and stuff. Okay. But besides that, you don't have to pay anything. So we're going to start with something that is probably one of our main goal, which is learn English. So this is a website very popular actually. That's why I want you to put it in the chat. If you know this website, you can just say yes or no, right? Because if I know that you know, so I wouldn't spend too much time exploring this one. So you only need to say yes or no in the Zoom chat. Zoom chat, not the poll. Okay. Okay. So you can just say yes or no. Can you do the chat? The Zoom chat. Yeah. Okay. You have yeah there. Okay. Have it on my phone. Cool. 9. Well, why no? 9, 9. Okay, no. N. Okay, no. Okay, keep it coming, please. We have 4 no already. 3 yes. 5, 9. Is this a German class? This is a German class. We have more 9. Okay. Yes. Nah, no. Okay. So I think I will explore this a little bit. So this is from the British Council. If you're not yet familiar with the British Council, please do so. Okay, because if you want to explore more English, if you will need to take a test like the IELTS, because I know UPH is partner with the British Council English School. I taught the program in Meikarta like 3 years ago, preparing them for the test to apply for the master's program in UPH. So if you're not familiar with the British Council, I really recommend you to be familiar, especially if you are an English teacher, okay, or going to be an English teacher. So this website provides you almost everything. I can say everything, but I don't want to exaggerate it. So almost everything that you need to learn English, or if you will teach English. Okay, so well, you will only need to focus on these bars. So here we have, you will need to ignore online courses and Learning Hub. These are like exclusive paid version. You don't need it. In the skills section, you can find listening, reading, writing, speaking, the 4 skills that you need to use English. Okay, well, I will try to explore one by one. So as example, if you go to the listening section of this website, you can find, okay, you can find levels starting from A1 to C1. Well, actually there should be C2, but no. So A1 to C1. So well, let me break down, let me summarize it. So A1, A is beginner, B is intermediate, C is advanced. Okay, so A, B, C. A is beginner, B is intermediate, C is advanced. If you're an English teacher, you must be familiar with this. So as example, let's go for A1 listening. So if you go with A1 listening, what you will find is topics. Would be great if you can be muted. Okay, I think Miranda, can you be muted? Because it's echoing. All right, thank you very much. So when you click the A1 listening, you can find topics. So it's not something like learning grammar, though you can find grammar. You will find topics. As example, here we have requests from your boss, voicemail message, business card, so on and so on. So these are for adults. Okay, so these are for adults who have shopping for clothes, who have the first English class. Let's try the first English class. So when you click a topic, you can find a little bit of description telling what are in this lesson, what you can find or what you can learn from. And then you can find a preparation, which is mostly vocabulary, easy for you, I know, because this is A1. Okay, as example, put the words in the correct order. All right, I will not do this, it's too easy. And then if I click finish, and then it will show you the score. So you can evaluate your understanding of the vocabulary, okay, if you do it with the preparation. And then after the preparation, if it's listening, you will get an audio. Let me share the sound. Okay.
This recording is from the British Council.
Hello, everyone. Hello. It's nice to see you all here. Welcome to British Life and Language. I am your teacher. My name is Lindsay Black. That's Lindsay Black.
Okay, so you can find a listening, and after the listening, you can do the exercise, okay, to check your understanding of the listening. Well, if you're going to be an English teacher, this is one-stop resources that you will go every day, okay? And then you can go to task 2 to check your understanding. And then if you sign in, create a comment, you can comment on this, you know, connect with other English learners from around the world. Okay, and then you can check other comments, and then you can get a reply for your comments. Okay, basically like social media. And then as example, I want to revise my understanding, you can open the transcript because it's a listening. Okay, well, this is very easy because it's A1. Okay, so let's say as example, I don't have much internet connection. You can download the worksheet, you can print it out, do it. Okay, or let's say this will be really helpful if you are English teacher later on. Okay, you can use this lesson for your classes, and these are free. Okay, so that's listening. And then if you go to reading, you will get reading. I will try to show you one. Oh my, it's my connection. Okay, yeah, that's listening. You have reading, and then you have speaking. Well, let's jump to speaking for now. So for the speaking part, again, you'll have A1 to B2 in this case. Okay, there's no C1, unfortunately. So A1, A is beginner, B is intermediate. Okay, let's just go for A for this in this code. Okay, so and then you will find topics. So the lessons in these websites are content based. So it's not something like, okay, you go through present simple, you go through present continuous or structure in grammar. Okay, you will need to learn also content-based instruction when you later teach, especially if you want to teach professionals. Will probably earn you more income. Okay, so so in this one, the same thing, you will get a preparation. mostly vocabulary, easy stuff, because this is A1. Okay, and then you will have a video that you can watch, which is very interesting because their story, it's nothing like unnatural. It's very natural. Like what you need is to understand. Okay. Okay, it's my connection.
Your understanding. Then we'll practice saying the new phrases. After this.
This isn't right. Hey, excuse me, Paul, could you pass me the hammer?
Sorry, Bob. My ears are blocked. I can't hear you very well. Could you say that again, please?
The hammer. Please, could you pass it to me?
And then if you finish watching the video and then you want to check your understanding, you can go on to the task and then click, as example here we have true or false, and then you finish and then you get your score and you can revise your understanding. Okay, and then you can go to task 2, task 3, and there are more tasks that you can do, and then you can get a transcript in case you want to read, okay, the video. Again, this is very helpful if you're an English teacher or going to be an English teacher. But if you're not, okay, you can learn from this website to improve your English. Okay, and then more than skills, you can find grammar. Okay, you know, sometimes you have grammar assignment from your professors, like try to explain grammar and stuff. Okay, you can find it here. Okay, we have English grammar reference. Well, it's again, one-stop center. Okay, if you want to explore more about pronouns, determiners, possessive adjectives, and so on and so forth. Or if you want to go on through, as example, present simple and those kind of stuff. And yeah, you can click it and it comes with a very comprehensive explanation and exercises, okay, or task to check your understanding. Okay, so the next time you have to present about grammar or you have to learn more about grammar, you can just go to this website. I know there are so many blogs out there, but I don't think they are reliable somehow. Okay, so as example, you have this, very easy to follow. What you need is just to read slowly. Okay, and then check your understanding with the exercise. Okay, and then you can also self-check your answer, clicking finish, and then you get your score. You can also show your answers. As example, if I click this one, okay, I got 0. All right. And then we can click show feedback. We can click show answers, and then we can find the correct answer. And then you can revise your understanding from that. So the thing is that you will need to read, okay, follow it slowly, enjoy it, not be in a rush. Okay, so you can find other grammar reference from this section. Okay, if you want to know more about vocabulary, we have vocabulary games. We have A1 to A2 vocabulary, and these are interesting, especially if you start from the beginning, or if you teach beginner students. Okay, I'll go with A1 to A2 vocabulary. So they have topical vocabulary, contextual. For example, here we talk about actions. And then if you go to actions, and then you will see images or pictures, and you will need to match the pictures or the images with the word. And you can also listen to the pronunciation.
Listen, look.
And then you can find the words. And then after that, you can go on going through the task to check your understanding, and so on and so on. They have business English also, if you want to deepen your understanding of business English. They have business magazine, podcast for professionals, English for email. So I love this one. English for emails really guide you through how to write email in English, starting from phrases, vocabularies, structures, so on and so on. Again, I don't have much time to show it one by one. And we have general English, videos, okay, magazine, stories, audio, series, videos, and so on, and apps. You might ask, or you might question, so what are the difference between this website and watching from YouTube? Okay, so the thing is that when you watch from YouTube, they are random, right? You will need to find things, okay, and they are authentic, which is good, but they are not graded, especially for you who want to start from the beginning. Okay, you will need something that is graded. What does it mean by graded? Graded means it's adapted to your level. Adapted to your level. Well, you need this kind of website. Though watching YouTube videos, podcasts, TED Talks, other stuff, they are great for authentic or English exposure. Authentic exposure is good. But if you want to learn and revise something formally, so you can understand your capability in the language, you will need something like this. And this is my recommendation. So first, you will need to know your level, right? So you can find the best resources for you to start with. So we have this understand your English level. Well, it basically describes about the CFR, or the Common European Framework of Reference. Again, if you're an English teacher, you will need to know this. You must. Okay, so CFR is a description of your English level. Okay, and it has, like, as example, I believe you're familiar with IELTS, you're familiar with TOEFL, and then we have English Score, and then we have Oxford Test of English, and then we have Pearson, and so on and so on. So those scores are aligned or based on the CFR. Okay, so you don't really have to take IELTS to prove your English skills. Actually, you can just match your English skills with the description. Well, those tests, whether it's IELTS, TOEFL, and other tests, they are only formal requirements for you to apply for something. If you don't need it, don't do it. Okay, so that's my best recommendations, teaching IELTS and other tests. Okay, so you will need to first know your level. That's why, and then we have this. Okay, you can click it and it will direct you to the level resources. And you can create an account which is free. Okay, again, it's just free. And then you can take online English level test, which is very easy. It's very short. It's just to, as example, when you get your English level, it will recommend you your resources. Okay. Yeah, very good, very good. I have done the CFR level using Duolingo. Very good, very good. Okay, cool, cool. All right. That's learn English. Okay, that's one. That's only one. Okay, I hope you can do your homework by exploring that website. No worries, you don't have to take notes now. You can click the website from my slides later. And then this is for English teachers. I will open it couple of ones. Okay. So, well, I mentioned teaching English. We have learned from Learn English. So Learn English British Council is to learn English. Now, if you're a teacher teaching English, this is where you go. Teaching English British Council. Okay, so again, this is free. Everything that I will share here are free. What you can find, okay, this is from teacher's perspective. What you can find here are teacher resources, lesson plans. As example, if you're teaching kids, teaching teenagers, teaching adults. Yeah, I will just go with adults because I teach adults. So that's the best one I can explain. Okay, and again, it is based on the CFR. Okay, let's say you're teaching intermediate this time. Okay, and then you would like to find a lesson plan, maybe to use to adapt other things, okay, in your classroom. And then you can choose a topic. So it won't be based in grammar. It won't be based on grammar. It will be topical or content-based instruction. So here we have get to know the neighbors. And what you can find here, you will get the lesson plan. You will get the presentation. Okay. Well, basically it's a PowerPoint presentation. Right? Yeah, so that's teaching English. And you can get free training. Okay, well, you get a free training. In this free training, you can find free courses for English teachers. Okay, and you will get a certificate from the British Council. Okay, teaching English, if you're an English teacher. Okay, so you can find free courses, motivating learners, classroom research, integrating digital technologies, gender, very easy to follow. You don't have to worry. There is no demanding assignment. The assignment is only quizzes. Okay, quizzes, doing quiz, answer multiple choice questions, fill in the blanks, that's it. Okay, and then you get package of lesson plans and resources that you can use as an English teacher. That's for English teachers. This one is from Cambridge, same thing. You can also get a free certificate from this, from Cambridge. Imagine you get a free certificate from Cambridge as an English teacher. And these are very comprehensive. It's like library of resources from Cambridge English. Okay, so you can find worksheets, again, PDF, videos, and other stuff. I don't have much time, unfortunately. And these others, they're basically the same thing. You can explore, you can find free articles, courses. You'll get a certificate if you complete the course for free that you can add to your CV. Okay, everything here will come with a certificate, except for the Learn English. It's not, but everything, the rest, they will come with a certificate. And they are online courses, free. And then tools. I don't have much time. Okay, so, okay, I'll jump with Copilot, because I saw some of you mention about speaking. When there is speaking practice on Google, it's very easy to follow. You can click it later, but I would like to demonstrate how you can use Copilot to practice your English, especially if you have no one to practice English. Okay, this is free. You can install it on your phone. Please say yes if you know this app. Please say yes if you have ever used this app in the chat. Okay, you can also access it on laptop, computer. You can go Copilot, okay, and stuff. Okay, and then you can click this microphone. This is what you do.
Hey Fajruddin.
Hello, I'm currently speaking at the teachers college, showing how they can use you to practice their speaking English.
Great choice. I'm here to help with that. Let's make English speaking practice engaging and fun. We can work on pronunciation, vocabulary, or even tackle some tricky phrases. What sounds good to you?
Well, they're teachers candidates. They will teach in the future, expected. But what do you think you can help them with?
I can definitely help future teachers with things like improving their fluency, mastering clear pronunciation, and building up effective communication skills. They can also learn how to encourage student participation and how to give constructive feedback. Plus, I can introduce engaging activities to keep their future classes.
Okay, you can find it on your phone. You only need Microsoft account, which is a free account, and then you'll get your transcript, okay, of your conversation with the Copilot. And the thing is that you can use it to search, just like Google Assistant, if you still remember Google Assistant. So as example, I want to know about the current news in Indonesia. Well, let's talk about ideas for lesson planning and so on and so on. That's Copilot. Let's think probably Notebook LM. Okay, so I believe you have a lot in your plates already. You have a lot of assignments, you have a lot of books to read, you have a lot of articles, journals, and other stuff that you have to read mostly. So this one is from Google. It's free again. Please say yes if you have ever used this. So this is the tool for researchers. So if you do research or at least learn something, you can use this tool to make it more efficient, somehow effective. Okay, so as example, you can create new. So what's the difference between Gemini, ChatGPT, Copilot with this AI? So you can upload your sources. Okay, as example, if you have a PDF article, you upload the PDF article. If you have a research article, you upload your research article. If you have a website that you want to learn from, you upload the website. You have a YouTube video, as example. Okay, I will just copy this website because as example, I have too much to read, and then I will paste it here. And it will, so you will be able to chat with the information from this website. Oh, sorry, I used Indonesia. Okay, let me change the output. So you can change the output Indonesia or even other languages, Filipino, if you speak Tagalog or Filipino. Okay, I would choose default, which is English. Yeah, I will need to refresh it. Okay. The text outline resolves something, something, something. And then as example, you can create mind map. You can create mind map, you can create FAQ, you can create podcasts from the source. As example, you want to listen to a research article. Imagine listening to a research article in a podcast way. You upload your research article, PDF as example, and then you generate a podcast out of it. And you can listen to that article. And you can also create a mind map. And in this mind map, it will save you time on where to focus. Okay. So as example, if you click, oh, I would like to know more about engaging students. And then when you click it, it will, okay, it will direct you to the answer from the article. Okay, so unfortunately my time is up. Okay, again, everything that you can explore here are free. EAPSET is for you to check your test, English level, free. It's from Education First, you'll get a certificate finishing the test. English score is a free test from the British Council. You don't get a certificate, but you get your score. And then these two are for speaking practice. Notebook LM helping you with reading and listening to articles or websites. GSA is also to make lesson plans. Okay, and this is something that you can read a little bit, but I believe we can have more discussion on this. So yeah, Mike, I think we can have a discussion for this one.
All right, let's give an applause to Pak Fajar.
Okay. Yeah, it's too short.
Hey,
Unfortunately.
thank you so much. I learned a lot. I use some links and the tools, but I think you have given the new perspectives from this. So yeah, guys. So many of them are free. Not many. Yeah, most of them are free, and then you guys got certificate once you finish the one course. Then also interesting that this is the AI era. Again, there's no more excuse. Even you can have a partner to learn your speaking using AI. All right. So with that, we're so limited in time. So I think we will have a open Q&A session. For some of you want to ask more or you want to say something? Yeah, it's open for you.
Anybody? Any question related to learning
Yes.
or English or teaching or
Don't
educational technology?
don't be shy.
Or AI? Or about career in teaching? How do you get a job in teaching, as example?
Maybe some of you mentioned that you're from Manila, Philippines, a week ago. So maybe you can share how is English is important for you, and then maybe you can ask more like how we can practice our speaking or our communication skills using these tools. Yeah.
I know. Sometimes like you're feeling hesitated to ask questions. Well, I was in your position. Well, I used to be an English education. I used to be an education student. But it's for you to choose. Okay, if you have any things that you want to clarify, especially about your future graduating from teachers college.
Right, so can I ask something?
Yeah, please ask a
Yes.
lot.
Who's that?
So, Mr. Fajruddin, I'm just curious to ask. Your English is very good, and I know you have a lot of resources to share to us. The thing is, that I'm curious about is how much you spend your time, maybe in a week or in a day, just to learn English. Yeah, just sometimes we think there are a lot of tools that make it easier, but surely about our time, time spent. I think this is a think about it.
Okay, thank you for the question, and thank you for your what is it? Let's say, yeah, well, my English is not that good actually compared to some other teachers. Some of you believe have better English than mine. Okay, but when it comes to the question, how long or how much do I spend? To what extent do I use my time or energy or stamina or my mind to learn English? I would say all the time. Because here's the thing, my focus has always been not the English. Surprising, right? So my focus is not the English. My focus is that I want to learn something. I want to be able to do something, but that thing's in English. And that's the goals of my students. Again, I mentioned that my students are professionals, mostly like accountants, engineers, HR managers, celebrities. They don't care about English. They care nothing about English. They don't want to learn English, but they need English. They need English like it. Of course, they need English. My students who work as a specialist in a hospital, well, he hates English to a lot of extent, but unfortunately, he needs English. So the goal is that what you want to do with the English language, what you need to do with the English language. So unfortunately, English is not the goal, it's the start. When you can use English, Okay, when you can use English, there are a lot of doors that you can open. Okay, you can learn more things, you can read more resources, you can read more articles, you can get more job opportunities, you can have an interview in English, you can present in English, you can go abroad, study, work using English. That's the goal. So if you want to set the bar high, so you're no longer thinking as English is the goal. English is only the start. It's only a small thing that you will need to have in your life to actually reach your dreams. As example, if you want to teach English, of course, you will need to be able to use English. If you want to teach in international school, other subject, you want to teach science in English, you want to teach history in English, you will need English. If you want to study, as example, your master's study in abroad, working as a professional in a multinational company abroad, you will need English. So English is the start. What your goal is that figure out how you can learn something that you want to do in English. And then when you take English as your tool, not your goal, as your tool to later on reach your goals, become the one that you have always wanted to be, English is the way. So don't burden yourself of, you cannot use English, but make yourself, see yourself in the position that you can learn something new using English. So that's why in the beginning, I asked you, how will you use, or what will you do with your English? As example, whether you will teach English or you will work using English. So I would say all the time, I spend my time using English because I learn in English, I work in English, I watch things, I listen to things, read things in English. Why English? Because, well, most of the language that is used, and most of the things that you use, as example, especially technology, news, movies, they use English, so it's very easy. Compare if you want to learn another language that is not actually global, it would be difficult. So it's actually easy to use English if you think that you need English, not because English is your goal, but you have a goal that you will need English to do it. Okay? So surround yourself with your goals when you will teach English or teach other things or work other areas that use English. So read things in English, watch things in English. But if you need structured learning, I will recommend the Learn English British Council because it's clearer, it's easier for you. But if you want to set the bar high, again, you think of your goals and you will need English. So you do your goals through your English. That's my best recommendation.
Okay,
Anything
thank you
else?
so much. Yes. Yeah, we don't know. Maybe you will be assigned, even though you're not English teachers, maybe you will teach science or social using English at SPH or maybe at Hope Academy, yeah, or from PGSD. So prepare yourselves. You like Papa Jai mentioned, you have more opportunities. Yasan will see you can work in various conditions, contexts. So yeah, open more opportunities. Maybe last question before we close our session. Come on, maybe Niall, Catherine.
Not about English, maybe,
Nico,
about teaching.
Hello.
Yes.
Catherine, you.
I have two questions
Please.
for you, sir.
Yes.
The first one is it's a little outside of the topic, but
Fine.
was your British accent natural or did you obtain it? Did you learn it?
Accent? Yeah.
Yeah, talking about accents, it's a whole thing. So some of us are quite curious about how did you manage to obtain it.
What do you think my accent is?
I don't know. It sounds British sometimes. Sometimes it also sounds Indonesian.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. Okay. That's a good
What do
one.
you think would be the better accent to have when you teach English?
To be honest, I'm trying my best to keep my Indonesian accent. I'm trying my best because I want to show people, I want to show the world that I'm Indonesian. So I'm trying my best to keep my Indonesian accent, though, as you heard, I sometimes speak like a British because I have been working for quite a long time with the British Council. So that's the case. So I present with the British Council, studying with the British Council, Cambridge, and other British organizations. So it affects on how I speak because that's what I listen. However, I never learned accent my whole life. I never wanted to be. I never wanted to sound like a certain accent. I want to sound like myself. I want to sound like Fajaruddin Akbar, born in Karawang, West Java, Indonesia. That's how I want to sound like. Okay, because as the world has evolved, as the world has grown, so is language. We have now the global Englishes, and that's your identity. But okay, let's talk about accent. Let's talk about pronunciation. So pronunciation and accent, they come from your surrounding, they come from your input. So what I do now, what the output or the outcomes that I've been producing are based on the accumulation of what I have been listening to, what I have been reading, what I have been, so the output that you will get, the output that you will produce will be mostly accumulated from the input that you get. Because again, I mostly collaborate with the British Council, and then those are British people I'm, working with. That's what I produce because that's what I get. And that's what I have been, receiving so far. So no, I never learned this accent or any other accent. And to be honest, I'm trying my best to keep my Indonesian accent, even though I don't even know which accent it is because I'm Sundanese. So sometimes I speak a little bit of Indonesian dialect in Sundanese, but again, I never learn any accent. It's just based on what I get so far, accumulated from the input, and that's how I produce it. So no, I don't learn accent. So be yourself, okay? Show that you are Indonesian, that you can speak and communicate to the world. You can showcase that Indonesian have great people, because we do. Okay, the other question maybe, you said you have to.
Pak Fajar, may I add something?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Yeah. I think the question is posed simply because there is a false belief that American English or British English are better.
Correct.
Compared to, let's say, Indonesian accent English.
Yes.
While actually people speak English well when people can understand them, not because of the accent.
Correct.
So I think the question is simply because the misconception about that, I think.
Yeah, it's very misleading. Thank you.
That is the thing that I think my students need to know, that Indonesian English compared to the other accents of English are just fine.
Correct. I would say so. I would agree.
Right. Yeah. Thank you, Pak.
Thank you for adding, Bu Miki. Yes, listen to your professor. So actually, I sent the link in the Zoom chat. So that's my podcast with the British Council. So the topic is, do I need to sound like a native speaker? And then I say no in that broadcast. Okay, so you can listen to it. Okay, so about native speakerism and global English. So no, I never learned about this accent. This is just an accumulation of the input that I've been getting my whole life.
All right, thank you so much for this engaging discussion. This accent also was discussed just last week in my sociolinguistics class. We learned about accents not only from American, British, but also from Swahili, African, Indian, Singlish. We have a lot of accents, but I do agree that that we need to be proud of our accents, our dialects. Maybe we can, through our dialect, people can know Indonesian more, and then we aware our identity. And again, we will be proud to be Indonesian, Bataknese, Javanese, Torajanese, yeah. So yeah, I also do agree with the inputs. Maybe, I don't know, Nicole, if you continue your study for masters in Australia, maybe you also get affected by Australians' dialects. Maybe in the US, or it also will affect your choice of words. So yeah, every accent is beautiful. That's also God's creation, and then we need to appreciate. And then it's so beautiful to appreciate that, because everyone is made unique by their own. All right, I really want to continue, but I'm sorry, the time is already finished, and so I think I need to close this. But before that, we also have already prepared a certificate for Pak Fajar. So Bu Shana, Luciana mentioned that she will give you the certificate here.
Yeah, I put my slide in the chat, but I will also send it. I think Mike has it, so Mike can share it also.
Yes,
My slide, yeah.
we will share. Thank you for sharing this. Okay, is Luciana here? Okay, it's fine. I will share you the certificate after this. Thank you.
No problem.
Again, thank you so much for your contribution to our teacher candidates.
Really honored to be here.
Hopefully that we can utilize all of the website links, MOOCs, tools, and the concept that you share, that English is beneficial for us because it's opening our various opportunities. Okay, but before that, I think we need to take a picture. Yeah.
Yes, please. Let's please. I'll also post this on my social media.
Don't forget to tag me as well.
Yes, of course. If you are on Facebook, you can add me. I believe no one is on Facebook here. Facebook is for old people like me.
Come on, guys. Terus open your camera ya.
Facebook is for the seniors or the one who like memes.
Okay. Let me take a picture of the first slide first. Ready? 1, 2, 3, cheers. Okay. Next slide, second slide. 1, 2, 3, cheese. Okay. The third slide. 1, 2, 3. The fourth slide. I think no one's opening this. No one's opening the camera. All right. Oh, maybe this is, I will show you the certificate. Yes, I hope that. Yes, so thank you again, Bapak Fajar, to help us to contribute in this session in our enrichment. Before we close it, I think we can close with prayer, and then I will lead it in a Christian way. Let's pray. Dear Lord, thank you so much for this session. We are so blessed to have Pak Fajar here to share all of the his experience here, and then we also want to pray for his career as the English educator. We pray that you always grant him the opportunities more and more, and he can be a blessing more to Christian teachers, also to teachers in Indonesia, and even throughout the world. Thank you, Jesus, for leading us this session. We pray, praise you, hallelujah, amen. Okay, thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, everyone. See you.
Okay, thank you,
Hopefully
Pak
in
Fajar.
person. Thank you, Ibu. Yes. See you in
See you
person,
again.
hopefully. Bye.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
You too.